Okay, I've pulled out my spring and summer bins. It might look like a lot. This is all of my spring and summer clothes. But what I'm gonna do today is go through, try to organize what I want to pull out for this winter, spring transition time, and then put aside the more summery pieces. It's important that I do this before I let myself go thrifting again, because I'm just really in the mood for white cottons and linens and maxi skirts and more lightweight tops. And I know I have so much of that already in here. So I'm going to kind of shop my closet, pull out the pieces I want to take, and then style those pieces up with some pieces I could wear right now in this winter spring transitional time. For me, in the early days of spring, I feel more comfortable being covered on top and then doing shorts or skirts on the bottom. So I'm going to avoid bringing out as many like spring and summery tops as possible, although those are like my favorite. I'll be more interested in pulling my shorts, my skirts, dresses I can layer with sweaters, that sort of thing. And then the outfits that I'm going to move toward are going to be geared toward how I can layer the fall winter sweaters I have in my closet right now with those springy bottoms. I've been really into the fisherman core, English countryside, the Chloe spring, summer, just to name a few. But I also am leaving room in going through all of this to be inspired to pull certain things out. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with this bag. First piece, something I bought in the winter time that I forgot about. It still has the Goodwill tag on it. It was $7.99. It is this gorgeous yellow satin jacket with the big covered buttons. Look at the back. It has the same color covered buttons and then these flared sleeves. I'm so excited to have this. One of my favorite combinations last year for summertime was a butter yellow and then like an icy blue. And this isn't necessarily as pale buttered yellow as I was going for last year, but I feel like that's a perfect spring piece because it's kind of like a jacket. Well, it is a jacket, so it's a great layering piece. Okay, oh, I actually have some sweaters in here. I forgot about this sweater. This one is like a boat neck, blue and white striped sweater. It's from the brand Genealogy. It's just like a really good boxy, kind of nautical sweater. I love the neckline on this one. Very similar to the one I'm wearing now, although I think it's a bit wider. 100% cotton. Oh, also I got this from a Whatnot seller. Her name is Woven & Co. I got that from her last summer. This is like a little pale icy blue tie front cardigan by the brand Gabriella Hope. It's super slinky and sheer. I love this one. I do feel like this is probably going to be better for summer. Even though it's a good layering piece, you could say that it would work really well with Chloe inspiration. I'm trying to be a little bit picky here of what I'm going to bring into my closet, because I don't want to bulk it up too much. So I think I might save this one for summer. If you've seen my other videos and you know that I'm not a super big blazer gal for work or for leisure, anything, but I've held on to this one for quite some time. This is by the brand River Island. It is just like a linen blazer. It's really well made. I remember I got this from ASOS in 2020. It's pretty long line, but what makes it fun is the tassel ties around this. For spring and summer, there's been a lot of tassel inspiration, fringe everywhere. So I'm glad that I've kept this around. I'm still not in love with blazer fits on me, but something about this one I have worn, and just with that interesting style element, I feel like I can really pull this into some spring outfits. This must just be my bag full of jackets, because we've got a lot of jackets here. This is one of my favorite jean jackets. This is by the brand Plastic and has the Moto stand collar at the top. It has these really cool cargo pockets at the sleeves. It's just a really simple but interesting jacket that I wear all the time in the spring and also in the fall. Okay, I've been waiting for this one. I've actually been really wanting to wear this jacket. And these two jackets I got from the same girl. I think her name is Material Girl Vintage on Depop. This is by the brand Cachet. It's very military-esque. Like, look at the shoulder details. Look at the back. It has a zipper closure, but then you button it as well. I've been pinning a lot of like khaki and black together for the season ahead, and I feel like this is going to look really cool. I also would love to do a skirt with this. I've never really styled this in a more feminine way. I've always done just like a pair of dark wash or a pair of black denim. But I feel like there's some really fun opportunity to bring this into the 2025 spring mood boards. Okay, this one I wore a lot in the fall, actually. It is just this baby doll dress from American Eagle, more modern. And it's super mini. So I was actually wearing this in the fall a lot with denim shorts underneath or just over denim in general. Obviously the plaid was great for fall, but I think I put this in my spring and summer bin because it's a really lightweight cotton, and I feel like it'll be really cute in the spring as well, like with some bloomers underneath, even just over denim like I was wearing it in the fall. There's something about this plaid that I feel like works really well for both fall and spring season. I really like the idea of wearing it with bloomers or jean shorts, but it just feels a little bit too cold right now to be doing that. So this one might have to go in the we're waiting a little bit pile. I don't know. I might end up pulling it back out. I love this dress. This is a vintage 60s dress. I think it's handmade. It has this really gorgeous ivory lace at the top and then this super micro polka dot to it. I got this from Joy Vintage on Whatnot. I think this is actually meant to be the back where the bow is, but I don't know. I wear it both ways. I actually wore this on Mother's Day last year with a pair of bloomers underneath, and it was so cute. This is one of my favorite little lightweight springy summer dresses to wear, and I definitely will be pulling it back out again this year. But I do feel like this is a little too summery right now, just like with the plaid one. So I think I'm going to put her in the pile to come back to closer to May, which makes sense. This one I've actually never worn. I did get this last year. This is by International Concepts, and it's this silk turtleneck that has this really crazy color variation in it. It's ribbed and purple, and I think this might be one of the only purple things I own in my closet. I never wear purple. I don't know. I think I put this in here because I wasn't ready to let it go. Like, why wouldn't I have had this around for winter? You know, maybe just because it's a brighter color. I'm thinking maybe I'll start a pile for things that I need to challenge myself to style before I decide whether I'm getting rid of it or not. Because, yeah, I obviously didn't wear this in the winter. I didn't even miss it in the winter. It's really cool. It's all silk. I don't know. I'll put it in a challenge pile, and maybe we could do that if we have time in this video or save it for another video. I love this one. This is another sheer cardigan, and it's 3/4 length sleeves. It has no branding on it, but I love this piece. I just said I don't wear purple a lot. I guess this has purple in it, but this is one of my favorite little spring summer pieces I've worn in the past to go out, to go to work. Like, it's just so cute. I got this from Phone Booth Vintage, one of my favorite sellers. She has amazing stuff. But I do feel, again, just in the spirit of keeping this very specific to my mood boards, this isn't inspiring me yet to bring it out quite yet. I'm going to put it with the other icy blue cardigan and pull it out when it gets a little bit warmer, but I'm really excited to do that. It really reminds me of Etro and the paisley crazy cool prints they do. This is a piece I've had forever. It's basically a linen potato sack. Let me get this turned out properly. It's in this golden yellow color, which is an okay color on me, but it's like a tunic. There's not a whole lot of shape to it. It cuts off at the elbows and has these little button details. I wore this a lot when I was pregnant, but I honestly haven't worn it a whole bunch. It's by this brand. Yeah, I got it from a little vintage boutique, and I've just kept it around because it's a good throw on basic. And I think I am going to pull this out now because I could see myself styling this just with some loose denim in the spring, like as we start working outside and stuff. I definitely used to wear this more stylishly, like it was part of an outfit I would wear to work or go to luncheon or whatever. And now I think I'm ready to transition it to be more of a functional piece that I wear just purely because it's comfortable, and maybe putting this on instead of like a sweatshirt or something like that. Oh yeah, okay, so I totally forgot about this. This yellow linen skirt, it's asymmetrical. You can kind of see there, it has like a ruffle on one side, and then it sort of has a V shape at the bottom. It also has a little slit here at the bottom, and just a little zip tie. It's by the brand oh.my, which I don't know much about. But I thought these two would make kind of an interesting pairing together. So this is that linen top I was just showing you. They're not the same color, obviously, but the tones kind of go together. And I feel like that could be really fun for spring. I did say that I was going to be interested in pulling out more of my skirts and bottoms. This one does feel quite summery to me. So I'm a little bit on the fence, but it does excite me. So I think I might pull it out. Okay. Oh my gosh. This one's so cool. Another piece I got on Whatnot from Melodic Prints. It's a Y2K piece, modern urban jeans wear. Very much Y2K reimagined 70s. It has the little suede tie at the top, has these crazy bell sleeves, a knee-length dress. I had this out for fall and I didn't wear it all fall. I feel like this would have been so cute for the fall time and I just never wore it. So with the boho resurgence happening this spring, I think I'm definitely interested in pulling this out. Also, it is a long sleeve dress, which like I said, I'm more inclined to wear long sleeves and then shorter skirts or shorts on the bottom for the spring season. So this fits that perfectly. I wore this skirt so much in the summer and fall season. Just a little lightweight cotton plaid skirt. It has a lot of greens and browns in it, so it's a great neutral. It's by the brand Lapis, and it's another Y2K piece. It's 100% cotton. It has a cotton lining, and all these pieces are wrinkly. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a lot of steaming here, but I feel like this is gonna be great for spring. Again, like going back to the English countryside mood boards, this with a cable knit sweater, or even this like maybe worn as a top with a sweater over it and it peeking out underneath would be kind of cool. All right, this one's really fun. This is like a Euro piece, or it might not be Euro. It's by the brand Tees. Very Euro inspired though, 90s Y2K Euro prints. It's a zip up with a little hoodie, and it's very mixed print with the boho and all of the things happening for spring and summer. I feel like this is going to be a really fun addition to have, and it's a hoodie, so I feel like it's really practical for just the season right now as well. Also, there's all this beading all over it, which is super cool. I love the colorway of this. Like this color right here, it's like the color of my kitchen. It's so good. It has like a little pops of pink in there. It's gonna be really fun to style. Okay, that was the end of this bag. We still have 2 more bags and this bin. Let's move on to the next bag. I see a skirt. This skirt I've had for a long time. My mom actually thrifted this for me. It's by Longhorn. It's a cowgirl brand, and this is a silk, 100% Bernberg. So I don't know what that is, but it's this really gorgeous material. Sort of feels like silk, and it's this like mauve color. It is tiered. It's super maxi in length. Wearing this right now with just my fry boots and a big sweater would be so gorgeous and just like a breath of life. Instead of wearing my wool skirt every day with a sweater and boots, swapping it out for this and just bringing some color, I think it'll be so good. Anyways, that's like exactly what I was thinking of when I was thinking of bringing out spring bottoms I can style right now. We're getting into a couple tops here. This one I wore so much in the summer. Looks like I've got a little deodorant mark there. Just ignore that. Gorgeous, slinky, deep espresso brown cowl neck top. I've worn it this way, like the normal way, and then also turn around with more of a high neck. I don't think I'm ready to bring it back out yet. Another top I wear a lot in the spring and summer. It's more of a long line top, and then it has this little tie feature at the side, and it has a high neck as well. Again, not something that I'm ready to bring out yet. Another tank top t-shirt style top. This one's very bad sandy coated with the off the shoulder, very slinky. It's ribbed. It's the brand White House Black Market. That's going in the summer pile. Now we're getting into one of my favorite categories, which is vintage polyester pants. These I got from a Whatnot seller, Tinker Lee Vintage. She had the Alice in Wonderland collection, and these were obviously very Treasure Cat inspired. It says his for her. Don't envy his, wear them. How cute is that? And they're just these crazy pink pants. If I'm honest, now looking at these like in the context of what I want to wear for spring and summer this year, I'm not super clear on how these fit in, because I think I'm just going with more of like a boho, still colorful, but more of a earthy vibe, I guess. And these are kind of not that, but I loved wearing these with just like a big oversized graphic t-shirt or just t-shirt in general in the summer last year. And I feel like these could have a place in my spring wardrobe, like for fun going out outfits or like even Easter or something. I think I'm going to put them in my spring pile, but I reserve the right to take them out. Another top here, DKNY, and it's like this mesh top. It's green and brown. It has like a drop waist to it, and it's long line, a staple in my work outfits, but we're not ready for it yet. Here's a pair of polyester pants in this sky blue color. These are vintage 70s. I got these from Yellow Whale Tail, who's also a vintage curator seller. Just like with the pink pants, I'm kind of on the fence of how to style these now, but these are so good. I wore these with lingerie cami in the summertime for a birthday trip a couple years ago, and polyester pants are not the best to wear in the summer in Southern California, which is where I was at the time, but it made for a really cute outfit. And maybe, you know what? These are gonna both go in a challenge pile. They're not necessarily on the chopping block because they're vintage and I treasure them, but I do want to challenge myself to style those. I've been wanting these. I put these trousers away for the spring and summer because they're super long and pooled at the bottom. And if you've watched my last few videos, you know that I try to avoid that in the winter time just because I don't want to ruin my pants. These are a pair of green trousers, and then the pinstripe in them is like a cream and a red. They're super wide leg. They're low waisted. These are by the brand Style & Co. And I got these from Seek First Finds. Seek Verse Finds. She just recently rebranded. Another Whatnot seller. I've been wanting to style them now that the snow has started melting. I'm like, give me more trouser options to wear. So these are definitely coming out. Okay, this one I've had for a while. I got this secondhand a couple years ago now, and I've never worn it. But every time I try it on, I'm like, I love this. Why haven't I worn it? It's a tunic style top. It has these really fun ruffly features at the neckline, and the sleeves are like a flared out sleeve. It's like a little hippie brand, Hug of Nature, made in California. It's so ballerina. The pink is like the perfect shade of pink for me. I don't wear a lot of pink, but this one is just the right color. I think this has just been really hard to style for me because it's like a tunic style, and I just haven't been as inspired to wear it in my day-to-day. I think I need to challenge myself on this one. It's so pretty, and this color for spring would be gorgeous. So this is going in the challenge pile. I love this dress. This is a little mini dress from Express Design Studio, and it's strapless and drop waist with the little ruffle skirt. I had an obsession with drop waist last spring and summer. I have so many drop waist pieces. I'm still obsessed. I still love that silhouette. So all of that is sticking around. This one I actually never wore as a dress. I always wore this sort of bunched up on the side. I took a pin and bunched it up on the side and wore this with a light wash pair of baggy denim and kitten heels, and that was my favorite way to style it. I wore that at least twice going out to dinner. It was just such a chic look that I feel like is pretty timeless, honestly. I love the idea of doing that again. That was more of a summer outfit, and just with the strapless, I don't feel like I'm going to get a whole lot of wear out of it. in this March, April season. So I'm gonna put it away for summer. This two-piece set I thrifted last year. I love it so much. It's by Susan Lawrence. It's got that micro polka dot print and it's super slinky and it's a two-piece set. So it has this high neck tank top and then this little skirt with the ruffle at the bottom or the little pleats at the bottom. It's so cute. It can obviously be worn together to kind of look like a dress, which is how I typically wear it. I am going to put this aside for summertime. That is one of my favorite pieces in my closet. This skirt is so fun. This is by Chico's and it's an asymmetrical sort of accordion style skirt. A really great taupe color. It's very flowy and just a really interesting shape. This one feels a little bit more summery to me just because wearing this with boots doesn't appeal to me as much as pulling it out with a sandal. So I'm going to put this in the summer pile for now. Another skirt. My husband the other day actually told me this was his favorite piece of clothing in my wardrobe, which I thought was so funny. I actually haven't worn it in a while, but it's just this wrap skirt. It's one of those skirts you can get. I got this one like in Hawaii. I'm sure you've seen these before. Sort of like a satin feeling material, but just so easy breezy. I do feel like I'm going to save this one for summer. I haven't worn this one in a while. This is from Free People. It's another tiered cotton skirt. It's like this pale blue, more like pale turquoise color. It's cute. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to put this in the challenge pile because I'm not feeling as excited about it. The color is pretty, but I don't know. So it's going to go in the challenge pile. All right, this one I wear all the time. So it has this little tie feature at the waist. I like the paisley on it. It's by Max Studio, which is a great brand. It's this very slinky material, 3/4 length sleeves, and the scoop neck is gorgeous. Just a really beautiful neckline. I love wearing this as a dress, obviously, but it's also really cute to be pulled up to the side with a pair of trousers or jeans or whatever to make more of an asymmetrical top. So I will be pulling this out. Okay, another bag down. Should we do the last bag and then we'll save the bin for last? This top is really cool. Thrifted this last summer. It's just such an interesting construction. 100% cotton, sort of off the shoulder, but it has a scrunch feature throughout. And then it's just a heather gray, but such an interesting elevated basic that I wore a ton of in the spring and summer of last year. I don't think I'm ready to pull this one out yet. Okay. These are a pair of vintage denim. The brand is Private Line, made in Hong Kong. So these are probably 80s or 90s, but they're super wide leg flare. They have this little bit of discoloration like from sun bleaching. I think they must have been folded in someone's closet or something that got some sunlight, but I don't even care. This is what the front looks like, and then the back laces up. I don't know if I see myself wearing these this spring just because they're really high-waisted. And I think I prefer, rather than wearing these big sweater, probably be doing more of like a crop top with them. I think I wore them with like ABT, ringer tee last year and just really leaned into the 70s vibe of that. So I think definitely there's a place for these still in my wardrobe. I'm going to save them for summertime. Another piece I got from Phone Booth Vintage, this old Rampage blazer style dress with the covered buttons. It's double breasted. Has this little tie at the back. I've worn it over trousers and I really love the way that looks. I'm going to save it for summer, but look at that pinstripe and the covered buttons. It's so cute. Such a good one. It'll never leave me. Okay, first pair of shorts we found. I was wondering when we were going to get to them. Let me doll these up for a second. These are by the brand Jordache. Not like a super micro mini short, but they're definitely a short. I love the built-in belt with it, and then the no pockets on the booty. It's a great wash, sort of almost like a dark wash, almost a mud wash, but not quite. They're 100% cotton. Do I want to bring them out now? Honestly, the idea of wearing like short shorts right now does not appeal to me, but I think they could be really cute with like, again, tall boots, big sweater. So I put them in this pile for now, but we'll see. This is a polka dot drop waist dress again. It's got sleeveless construction. It has this very antique looking polka dot print If you follow me on Instagram, I styled this for tightrope walker costume for Halloween, and it was so cute with a pair of capris. I definitely plan to be wearing this. I'm trying to decide if it's something I need to pull out right now. I love it for the skirt, right? Like if I were to wear a sweater over this, but because of the waistline of this and how it gathers here, I don't know what sweaters I'd be wearing it with where that would be flattering. I think I'm gonna save this for later in the season. It'll give me something else to look forward to. Another pair of poly pants. These ones are purple, and I got these from Lunch Break Thrift, another amazing seller. These ones are more wide leg than the others that I have, and they have this like gridded pattern. It's funny because these are purple too, which I have said I don't really wear, but I guess I do have a couple purple pieces in here. So these I'm going to put with the other poly pants. I want to challenge myself to style those. I got this from Material Girl Vintage as well. Such a unique top. It's so wrinkly. I'm so sorry. This is the brand Olo, and this is like a chenille, very soft, stretchy little top. I almost wonder if someone just DIY'd all this. If they did an amazing job, but there's all these, it's sort of Alice in Wonderland themed. So it has a little patch right here with, looks like a flower seed packet. And then there's these random buttons. There's even buttons like inside the neckline, buttons along here. There's a bow here on the sleeve. Also on this sleeve is a watch. Random buttons down here. It's just such a cool top. I love the color of it, and I honestly haven't gotten a ton of wear out of this just because I am kind of precious with it. It's super cozy. I don't know what made me think it was Alice in Wonderland, maybe just the watch. I feel like there was something else. Regardless, it's so cool. It's a good long sleeve. It's got some warmth to it, but it's kind of fun and kitschy. It reminds me a little bit of what Sandy Liang does with how she embellishes pieces. This one's so pretty. This I got from Jade. Her seller name on Whatnot is Moth Disco. I got this from her when she was living in France. Another purple piece, I guess, but I love the rosette. This is definitely going in my closet right now. It's a good sweater. It was a little bit too springy, I think, for me to keep around in fall and winter, but look at that tag. Paris Lazazis. Lazazis. I don't know. Another pair of fun pants. These are a pair of Body Central Y2K crazy plaid wide leg pants. They're low waisted. They have that really thick waistband, which I love. I'm gonna put these in my challenge pile. More shorts. Okay, these I've almost gotten rid of several times. They are these green and white polka dot jean shorts by the brand Sustanza. These are a little big on me, but honestly, they're so cozy now that I keep them around. I think these are so fun, especially for the spring. Polka dots have been here. They're not going anywhere. So I'm going to keep these out. And then last thing in this bag are my denim jorts, which I got from Red's Thread. And they're just a great pair of vintage Levi's cutoff jorts that I wear all the time. I love the wash on these. And there is like a big hole right here in the booty pocket, but we still make it work. Maybe I could put a patch on those this year so we don't make any more damage, but I'm going to bring those out now as well. The last one we're going to go through. Woo! I feel like there's going to be a lot more summer in these because I remember putting away my very summery stuff in here. First piece, this is a white linen 3/4 length top. This honestly, this was on the chopping block last year. I think I wore this a couple times. It's actually a little dusty dirty, but it's not exciting to me. It probably is something I could pull out now, but I'm going to save this to be like a summertime problem. This is one of the skirts I've been excited to pull out. This is a white lacy maxi skirt by the brand Now and Then. This with my taupey gray sweater, I feel like would be perfection. Such an easy outfit. Very similar to that mauve skirt. I feel like it's just one that I've been needing in my closet right now. This is a beautiful dress. I also got this from Mason of Thrift. It's this butter yellow puff sleeve mini dress. It's the perfect like summer wedding baby shower dress, and it's that color that I love. It has a very open back, which is fun. It reminds me kind of Doen with the sleeves and even the bust line cut. I don't think I'm ready to pull it out yet. Okay, just looking through this, Now I'm realizing these are literally all either really summery tops like this. I have a lot of swimsuits in here, swimsuit cover-ups. So this really is summer stuff. And I'm not gonna waste my time going through it, actually. I feel like I have quite the pile here, but I think where we landed is pretty good. I've got a really solid summer pile, a solid challenge pile, and a really solid transitional spring pile. Thank you so much for watching. Now that I've done this clean out, I'm gonna allow myself to go thrifting again. I was planning on doing another no buy during this season, but I'm just too excited about fashion right now. I'm feeling too inspired, and I love what I have in my closet. I'm very happy with this, but I do feel like there are other things I want to look for. So stick around if you like thrift with me. I appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.